Hi, we are the Hotties, and my name is Chaz Studdard,
And I'm Tristan Studer.
and this is our EE449 final presentation for the EEG device.
This is our Gantt chart. It shows the completed list of everything that we have done during the 10 and a bit weeks in EE449. We've just gotten to the end at the doing our final demo and turning in our project report. And that will be done this Friday.
Okay, now we're going to our instrumentation amplifier. So as you can see, we have a little picture from when we first did this circuit on the right, and then on the left, we have the circuit schematic. The instrumentation amplifier basically just has about 1,000 voltage gain on it. Yeah, it takes the voltage straight from the head, from the electrodes, and outputs it into the low pass filter.
This is the next stage of the head unit, the low pass filter. It is a second order Chebyshev filter, and we actually ended up implementing a decent amount of gain on it because we weren't very happy with the output we were getting from the instrumentation amplifier. So as you can see, the 200K and 910K, those are what we ended up switching around a little bit to increase our gain. And the idea is that this filter eliminates pretty much everything above, hopefully, ideally 60 hertz, and maybe even a little bit under that, but mostly just to get rid of the noise in that area.
And then we move into the pulse width modulator and the emitter. So the pulse width modulator is made by using a comparator for the output from the low pass filter, as well as the output from a triangle wave generator. And then the triangle wave generator is made using an integrator as well as a Schmidt trigger. During the design of this, we found that all of the resistor values used were very particular. So if it was changed even a little bit, the frequency of the pulse width modulated signal would change a lot. So it just took a lot of time to get the exact right resistors going. And then the emitter is just made with an NPN BJT. And yeah, then the signal goes into the IR LED and gets transmitted to the base unit.
And then this starts the base unit with our receiver and DMOD. We originally ran into troubles in this section because we actually didn't have quite large enough of a pull-up resistor on our receiver. And it should be noted that this receiver is being represented with a NPN in LT Spice, whereas in reality we're using IR receivers and emitters. But as you can see there, that 10K, we originally had 200 ohms, and that wasn't quite enough, so we weren't actually receiving the full range that we could versus what we were sending it, so we ended up increasing that. We also ended up adding a comparator here to reduce the effect of the, what's it called? To reduce the slant effect that happens when it gets transmitted. And then behind that, we just have a very simple low pass, inactive low pass filter.
And then we move into the alpha and beta filters. I'm pretty sure the alpha filter is on top and the beta filter is on the bottom. These both separate the signal coming from the receiver and the demodulator and split it into two signals, where one is the alpha signal. That is about 8 to 12 hertz, I'm pretty sure, and then the beta filter, which is about 15 to 30 hertz. So they're both band pass filters that let in a small range of frequencies. Yeah, they're both second order active filters.
Fourth order.
Fourth order, I'm sorry.
And last but not least, we have our LED output drivers, which makes use of quite a small, relatively small number of components, and actually accomplishes both a half wave rectification as well as the emitter that we need for the LED. So those two diodes are actually representing the real LEDs that we have used in our circuit. And finally, yeah, we have the complete picture of our project. So yeah, thank you for,
Thank you.
yeah.
So here is our EE449 final demo for our EEG machine. As you can see, it's connected to Tristan's head, the head unit, and the base unit is down there. So then here is the waveforms, where alpha waves are the orange on the bottom, and then the beta waves are the blue on the top. If Tristan goes and puts his hand in front of the receiver, it will stop. It flatlines because there's no like optical link between the two, and when he removes his hand, it goes back to producing the proper waveform, and then we can like go in and see a better view of the frequencies, where alpha is in between 8 and 12 hertz, and then beta is somewhere around like 40 to 15. It just kind of swings a little bit. And yeah. And now just to show that the LEDs work, we have it attached to his head, and then we get close. You can see how the alpha waves are lighting up like a lot more than the beta waves. So Tristan must be feeling pretty calm right now. He is kind of just standing or sitting in like a very still position.
I'm a statue, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're gonna unbox the base unit here, because this specifically is one that you have not seen yet. So this is the base unit. We've got the receiver, filter. We go into our alpha filter and beta filter, and the green for the beta and red for the alpha. And I've got some little probes here and stuff for the to compare with the oscilloscope. And yeah, we've got these little neat foam pads to help protect it in the enclosure. And you can see the foil in the enclosure. And then over here, we've got effectively the same setup. You can see where the infrared transmitter is out the front. Same idea with the foam pad underneath. We've got in the back here is where the nodes leave from the to the electrodes on the head. And I guess while I'm talking about it, here we've got where our receiver would be, the two LED holes, and then this is an exit for the when we're looking with the oscilloscope and stuff. So yeah, and okay, and then last but not least, we have our design, which is the hot EEs. It's like a little smoke signal, you know, so you're sending and receiving with the smoke signal and hot EEs. So yeah, that's our project design.